Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, ovarian cancer is a disease that touches many in our community's lives. And there's an organization now that's helping promote awareness for that. And here to tell us all about it is Ron Richmond with the Kelli Lee Richmond Ovarian Cancer Foundation. Welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Obviously, a very important cause, a very important disease that people need to be aware of, that it won't affect their lives. Tell us a little bit about the story of Kelli.
Well, first of all, I guess with the ovarian cancer, you know, the biggest thing we have found out through Kelli's illness that but the diagnosis of it is very hard. You know, there's not very many symptoms, and what we found out is that by the time that most women and younger girls get the symptoms, it's basically in the later stages, of stage 3 or stage 4, and like Kelli's, hers was in stage 3. And you know, Kelli went 9 months with different symptoms, but was never related to ovarian cancer, and that's what we're trying to really get across, because we feel that if Kelli would have been diagnosed at an earlier stage, that she'd probably be here with us today. And again, like I say, she went 9 months with back pains and stomach aches and bloating and things like that, but her gynecologist never kind of put that together, mainly because of her young age. And so the biggest thing that we're trying to make, and Kelli did during her illness, she talked to schools, went to the Capitol and things like that, to get women to have a ultrasound whenever they have their yearly pap smear, because the pap smear really doesn't really tell you anything if you have ovarian cancer or any type, basically, other than your pap smear is irregular, and which hers was. But again, like I say, they were pointing toward anything. So anyway, that's the biggest thing, is letting people know that they need to get an ultrasound.
So you created the foundation to get the word out about that. I know you do that through
Yes.
2 very exciting events. Tell me about
Yes.
Kelli's Closet and Kelli's Party.
Well, Kelli's Closet, this was something that was our #1 goal for starting the Kelli Lee Ovarian Cancer Foundation. And it's because when Kelli, one time when she was taking a chemo treatment, there was an older lady sitting beside her that had her dress all pinned up, and it was very obvious she couldn't afford new clothes. And Kelli turned to her mother and she says, "Mama," she says, "what do poor people and underprivileged people do for clothes while they're going through treatment like me?" Because, you know, she had lost so much weight and so forth. And she says, "Well, you see what they do." And she says, "Well, when I get better, I'm going to start a place and where all women cancer patients can go to get clothes to fit them for free." And so basically that was our #1 goal, and we opened that up on June the 7th. And it is at 4560 North Boulevard. We're open Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 to 4, Saturdays 10 to 2. So any cancer patients can come by there and get free clothes, women cancer patients. Now, as far as Kelli's party for ovarian cancer awareness, that's going to be August the 17th at Boudreaux's at 6:30. We're so excited about that because it's our first fundraiser. We've been mainly working off of funds that Patsy and I have been putting in, and also we've had some funds come in. But on August the 17th, we'll have some special guests there. We'll have Coach Maneri and his wife Karen. Also, we'll have Coach Shaver, the LSU track coach, and his wife Connie.
I know that'll be a great event for
Yes.
folks. We're running a little short on time, so tell the folks where they could go to find out more about these great events.
They can go to kelliscloset.org, which is KELLIKLOSET.org. They can also go to Kelli's Closet with a C, but we have both of those covered. And it has basically all the information that everybody should need there.
Best of luck to you in your future work with this. It's a great cause, and
Great.
we look forward to seeing your continued growth.
Thank you so much for you and Cox for having me today.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, they've been showing you how to drive smart for over 30 years at Salisbury's Dodge City. Take a look, everyone.
Shop salisburys.city.net.
Or come by today at Salisbury's Dodge in Baton Rouge.
People always ask me, especially when I took over after my dad passed, they said, "So Leah, how long have you been in the car business?" I was born into it. I've been in it forever. I didn't know anything else.
When I first met Leah, she was in diapers. And you know, now she's actually my boss and our business partner, because we can't forget our comptroller, Mr. Slade's been in the business 40 years. They wanted me to go to work for him back in New Orleans, but I had lined up a job in Lafayette and I liked it there and stayed there. And they bought the dealership here in '86. And I moved back to Baton Rouge with them and came to work here.
When my dad got ill, he said, you know, if you're going to go for this, I think we need to just, rather than spread ourselves out, let's go ahead and stick right here with Baton Rouge. And so that's what we did. We put all of our focus in just one. We're going on 28 years. We were here when Baton Rouge was still kind of just a smaller town. Now we're huge after everything that's happened, but we still feel like we're rooted here in Baton Rouge and we've made it our home. Mark was a people person. He loved the people part of it. Both of them did. They didn't want to have to deal with the numbers or any of that. They wanted to get out there and be with the people.
They had a great father-son relationship, and of course I felt like I was all part of it when it was all going on. The great thing about Dallas, and even with Mark and I, as much as we might have got reprimanded about anything that we did wrong, you know, once you're reprimanded about a mistake, it never came up ever again with him in this course of our operation, unless I did it again.
Yeah. He was fair, and when he would listen to you, if you had an issue, he listened all the way through before he made a decision. He didn't jump to a decision. He didn't go off what somebody else said. He wanted to hear it from you. That fairness part, to me, is the most important thing. And as I bring younger people along in this business and the people that work for me, I try to be fair with them.
He told me before he passed away, he said, Leah, you said you want to go for this. Love it. Enjoy the people, because everything is new. Every day there's something new happening. You meet a new person. You see a new situation.
We want to, sell you a vehicle, but we want to sell you the next vehicle and the next vehicle. Anybody can sell somebody a car once. The trick to it is taking care of the person enough to where they'll come back to you time after time after time.
Sales sells the first car, and parts and service sell the second car or the rest of the cars, because if we don't treat them right, they're not going to come back.
I've been here 21 years. I've got a few people that, since I've been here, has been coming here. Just repeat customers. And they feel like family. When they come here, they'll tell us. They've told me that we make them feel like family.
I mean, I still have people now that are coming back from 1993 when I came up front and started selling cars. They still come in and ask me by name. This is the best the product's ever been. We don't see as much business in the shop as far as warranty work and stuff like that. More maintenance nowadays than it is knickknacks here and there. You got a really solid car that, we're not afraid to put up against Japanese or Europeans or anybody.
It is great to be a Ram Dodge dealer right now, because it is. We've got that Viper. It is beautiful, and it's a sexy car. But the Rams, they've come so far. 2 years in a row for Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Never been done before. So it's really exciting now. They're coming out with new product. It used to take years to do it, at least a full year. We're getting 2 or 3 a year where they refresh it, or a brand new product. So it's really exciting. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to sell cars that people love to come and drive. Another big thing that my dad really pushed, and Mark, is we are a family dealership. You don't find many family stores anymore. You really don't. But we feel like all of our employees are our family too. The majority of our managers have been with us 10 years. Frank and Ray have known me since I was 3 years old.
We have 5 employees that's been here since the day we opened, over 28 years now. I think we have 7 employees that's going to be tending somewhere in the 25-year range with us. We most probably have another 10 or 15 employees that are 20 years. And I think 50% of our employees, which is somewhere around 95, have been with us at least 10 years. Same thing with our sales force, the parts, the service. And when you have a consistency message that you deliver on TV and your ads, with your employees, with your customers, it's just the key to being successful for a long period of time. That's what gave us the reign for 25 years of being the #1 Dodge, Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer in Louisiana, Mississippi. And we just keep striving to do the same thing over and over again with our consistency, with our message and our mission.
When we come back on Across Louisiana, find out how you can go dancing for a cause.